back in the building again, folks. Your boy Jack Trav. That way with Jack Travis. You understand what I'm saying? Episode 7, 8, something like that. We rolling, man. We rolling. I'm gonna keep coming to y'all. I told you I ain't gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? But I'm really just kind of getting my process streamlined as far as shooting the show, getting the show edited, getting the show out on YouTube, and still hadn't even really got around to putting the podcast out like it should be. But again, just bear with it. Not doing a real good job of promoting right now. I'm just keeping it a buck. You dig what I'm saying? Keep it all the way a buck. Not doing a real good job of promoting right now. I'm having some problems linking up my Periscope with my all my other social medias. Go ham. You know what I mean? My Twitter, my Facebook, my Instagram. Speaking of that, go to my Instagram, AYE_ILIVHI. Again, AYE_ILIVHI. My Twitter is Rolling Stone, or just search Jack Travis. I'm gonna check me out, get them numbers up, but I need to link my Periscope up with it. You know, somebody holler at me. I need to start checking out my little comments and all that. But yeah, we back rolling, man. Been last couple of days. I didn't post on Monday. It was kind of bored, going off the thing we talked about last week. But there's a couple new hot things in the news, so we're gonna talk about it, man. You know what we do. Again, anybody got any particular views, and want to opine on anything that I speak on that you don't agree with, or what have you? You want to ask me something? Get in the comments. I can't see my Periscope right now because my back camera is better than my front, so I'd rather have it turned around this way, thus I can't see the comments or what have you. So but yeah, just let me check me out. We're gonna keep growing this thing, man. Yeah, it's gonna get to where I'm more inactive with y'all, but we rocking though. We still rocking, man. So we gonna pick this thing right on up. And I probably spoke about brother done been in the news with this whole little beef and all that, but not necessarily Pusha T and Drake, because I think that's done kind of been put to rest. You understand what I'm saying? But Kanye, I know he dropped his album here a couple days ago. I hadn't heard it yet. I really just been kind of looking at the world, see what the world say about it. And it's kind of been mixed opinions, you know what I'm saying? Some people say it's a classic, some people say it's trash. I don't know what the truth is, probably somewhere in the middle. But again, I haven't listened to it. I just been kind of reading the stories surrounding and all that as far as like the the listening party. You dig? And apparently everything went well at the party, but I heard that the lady that, I forget her name to quote her, but the lady that owns is like, boy, that it would be no more rappers at this venue, not never no more. You know what I'm saying? She said Kanye changed his mind every 30 minutes, and the show was supposed to have been inside, and then I guess like 30 minutes before everything started, Ye moved it outside. Which, well, if I know, yeah, he probably did that on purpose. I mean, he took it to Wyoming anyways. Like, who the fuck do anything in Wyoming? You know what I'm saying? So, I think he probably did that on purpose, and then with had he requested it be outside from the jump, they wouldn't have been with it. You know what I'm saying? So I think he probably moved it outside at the end, just for that purpose. But of course, they said the music was what they got an ordinance in that part, in that little town or whatever, that after 10 p.m. your music can't be above 80 decibels, and apparently outside they had it at like 120. You know what I mean? Of course, they going into all hours of the night. So she said her neighbors and all of that were complaining. Of course, I mean, we expected that, but she said that's a rapper. You know what I'm saying? She said you can twist that one on up. Would not be no more rappers out here at whatever the little ranch space was, but it probably wasn't too many rappers talking about going to Wyoming to your shit anyway. But I ain't just caping for Ye, cause Ye, all kinds of shit be going on with Ye lately. I don't really know, but just speaking on that whole little, y'all, whoever heard the music, you know what I'm saying, let me know what's good on it, you know what I'm saying? I'll listen to it eventually, but I ain't tripping right now. So, y'all let me know what's going on that, man. There's a couple people we can go off of Ye, though. Y'all saw his wife, Kim, she went and met with Trump this week. to talk to him about prison reform and yeah, Kim Kardashian talking about prison reform, and apparently he went and pardoned some young lady. I don't know, man. Like it was weird as shit to even hear about. Like none of those things fit with each other, but that's the world we live in. I heard Kim been wilding too. I think because Ryan Fest had came out and said something about he offered his opinion about all this stuff what was going on with Ye. And said Ye said something like fuck the union. You know what I'm saying? I think Ryan Fest asked him to do something pertaining to the youth in Chicago, and Ye like he ain't with it. You know what I'm saying? So he said something about it, and then Kim come out and you know what I'm saying? There's so much wrong with that situation though. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, bro, motherfuckers be on that Hollywood shit, so. They probably think it's all to the good, man. But that whole little family, bro, Bruce. Well, I don't even know what to call. So, Caitlyn, right? Okay, right. Caitlyn. Who? You know what? Again, let's pivot into something else. But they wild though, man. Khloe got that man Tristan Thompson out there looking fool. I wish Draymond. I don't know. Y'all think Draymond to fight? I think Draymond to fight. You know what I'm saying? He seemed like a bully though, you know what I'm saying? He just seemed slick like a bully that he think won't nobody swing on it. I get that little vibe from bro. I fuck with bro strong way, but I gotta see him get down, you know what I'm saying? Cause right now I'm like, oh no, Dre. Like, you be woofing hard, like, you know what I'm saying? His woof game is strong. Like he make, you know what I'm saying? I think he put niggas in the position to where they be like, I might have to go on and put some real pressure, you know what I'm saying? So whatever, bro. But I'm like, I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, Tristan Thompson out there with the one the Kardashian, man, that whole little deal, man. Let's move on from them folks. Who else we see in the news, man? Y'all heard, 50 Cent be on his troll shit still. We talked about that last time. And who else do we hear in the world come out talking crazy and all of a sudden, your boy Ja Rule? Like, man, Ja, bro. Man, bro, don't even. And then, which I know is a lot of dynamics to that situation, man. My street shit and all that, you know what I'm saying, involved with all that. So I don't know who actually did what and who said what and this, that, and the third. But I just do know as far as when it comes to Ja Rule and 50 Cent, bro, like 50 just wasn't, like 50 was the most classic knocking, like that's what Pusha tried to do to Drake, you know what I'm saying? I don't think he's succeeding like the way that, 50 like just destroyed bro it was crazy, bro. Like, he just came out of nowhere and the world was like, but we not fucking with Ja Rule no more. Like, it was crazy. And he came like a goddamn like a 40 days, 40 nights or something. It was crazy how he drowned that boy. But yeah, he came back making some little tweets and some little Instagram references about his diss record or something, but then it's like, well, you didn't win no part of that battle, bro. I wouldn't even brought none of that back up into the world, you know what I'm saying? We had really started kind of get on 50 for, well, your music at 50, you know what I'm saying? You out here posting all these videos and all that, but he making power moves like in the TV world and all that, so we ain't never said nigga ain't getting to his check, but we had sort of kind of started checking Filth a little bit, but not to the point to where we finna check him and, you know what I'm saying, put Ja Rule back in the bill. It was like, bro, that'd been new, bro. So it was fun to see bro talking. That's another thing about 50, man. I know 50 bragging a while ago. You know what? I ain't even gonna talk about that. Let's go on to something else. How about this, man? I heard some shit about Walmart. They said Walmart gonna pay college tuition for all 1.4 million of its employees. That's hard body. That's hard body if they doing that. But yeah, that's what I heard, man. I don't know exactly what their reasoning was behind it, but I most certainly, I didn't read all into it, man. I kind of be skimming and scanning, you know what I'm saying? Just seeing what catch my attention. You dig what I'm saying? What else we heard crazy? Who knew who Kate Spade was? I had never heard of. I had heard the last name from the guy David Spade, but I didn't know anything about the Miss Kate. But I know she hung herself. She was a fashion designer. I think what about 2 days ago? About 2 days ago, she hung herself, man. Like that's ill. That she was battling. She was bipolar, battling depression and all. And you know, like man, it'd be ill to hear that, man, 'cause the people that do that shit, you be like, damn, like, 'cause that's not a real common thing, like through all demographics. You know what I'm saying? They be like, damn, like who, damn, like that shit heavy. That shit heavy right there. It's heavy. I'ma just say that. That's heavy. That's just too heavy. But yeah, people out there with problems, issues or something, man, go and, you know, I guess get seen about. I don't know, man, 'cause you know, it's kind of, I guess it's hard for people that don't have those issues to relate or for you to even give a damn about what we saying. But yeah, that should be seriously crazy, son. But what we had on with it, man? Trump, Donald Trump. I think he got in because he didn't cancel somebody's visit to the White House. Like, bro, you ain't canceling nothing. Them folks don't want to come up there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when it comes to that politics and Trump, man, like, there's a lot I could say about that. But I don't even, man, I got a particular view when it comes to politics and all that. And it's like, I know what I'm going to do. And I know what I'm not going to do. So all that positing and posing and shit that they do, and hey man, it don't really trickle down to me enough. You know what I'm saying? I don't really feel like for me to even really, you know, be having no views, man. This shit is all like a game. You know what I'm saying? Like that's an act up there in the White House. You know what I'm saying? Because if you know anything, man, there's real people it's people in other places that really kind of. You know, so you know, I don't be tripping on what he be talking about, and you know what I mean. No one want him to come up there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing, because it's just a mockery. You know what I'm saying? I think you could have a slick, intelligent conversation with the man, but everybody knows it's kind of like a reality TV show. You know what I'm saying? The White House, like it's kind of like a reality TV show. Like what's that show when the dude was living a real life and they was following him around? The GM show or something, yeah, man, but that's kind of what that is. So I don't get wrapped up into all of that and caring about what he's saying. Not coming out the locker room is just as bad as not kneeling for the national anthem. Like, bro, you trolling for views, bro. You know, that's what he's doing, trolling for views. That's what all it is these days, man. So, ain't nobody be tripping on that, but that's what, you know what I'm saying? That's what he had his last little thing about that. Speaking on Kanye and Trey and all that, who know about Issa Rae? I don't know who she is. I know who she is now. She's an artist. I saw some of my artwork, me being an artist myself. You know what I mean? I dig it, but she was the host of something. I don't know who even cares. But she made some little jokes about some other choice, just like slavery as a choice. Some old kind of little lame jokes, man. Pertaining to the Kanye thing, and like I say, but then I read into her, and at least the thing that stick out to me, like someone said she was the same woman that asserted that Asian men are like superior to black men, and that they should only date Asian men, or she only date some old crazy ass shit. So you know what I'm saying, like. Folks be stale as shit out here, man. You know what I'm saying? They be dead ass stale. So, you know, I don't know. Again, a lot of these people don't be, they don't move my needle enough to really look into them. Because most of them can be dismissed immediately. You know what I mean? And as soon as they say something, it's some kind of craziness they don't put out here in the world that comes out immediately. You know what I'm saying? So, that's really kind of my thing with her, man. Who else we got kind of hot? Alright, so we back. Actually, that I kind of go down my little timeline, I can tie all of these things kind of in together, right? So if you watching the news this week, the other day, it was a guy out in Arizona. killed 6 people, right? And all of the people were involved in his, it wasn't even a recent divorce case. Him and his wife got divorced in 2008, if I'm not mistaken. And just hit last week or so, he killed like I think the forensic psychologist that worked on his case. He killed, I want to say, 3 people, 2 women and an older guy in the law office where his wife had went with those people to be her counsel. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's 4. And then he killed 2 other people in the house. I hadn't got the understanding of who they were, but yeah, yes I did. Who were the 2 people? 2 people. I don't know, but anyway, they were all wrapped up in what having to do either they worked for his wife, or one of them interviewed his son, and then like I said, the psychiatrist that interviewed him or whatever. But he killed all of them, man. When they went up to arrest him or whatever, he ended up killing himself. But it was all over that divorce, that child custody thing, man. And that's something that I know well. And I saw something about Daz earlier this week celebrating being off for child support. And, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, man, that's a rough game, bro. Like, you got dudes out here that's solid, you know what I'm saying? But you have women that are just so uncooperative. It's just crazy. So when you see things like this happen, you know what I'm saying? When you see people celebrating and going so hard and still harboring certain feelings towards the young lady, all these years later, man, and when like that whole system, man, the whole system is completely backwards. You know what I mean? It's not that guys don't have any kind of rights. If you own your shit and you know what I mean, and you can be treated fairly, but you subject to a lot of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Just because. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy, man. Like, it's so crazy. So when you see, like, again, you see people celebrating it, you can, at least I can understand, like, it's a lot of money, it's a lot of burden, it's just a lot of, and really the people shouldn't even, now of course there's cases out there where a lot of men ain't shit. You understand what I'm saying? Now let's get that corrected now. I ain't caping for all of them, because a lot of them misrepresent the real niggas out. You understand what I'm saying? But, it's still just, that still don't mean it's fair for people that don't need to go through that to go through it. So you see how happy people are when they don't have to go through it no more, and don't have to involve certain factions in the raising of their child, you know what I'm saying? And then in the extreme cases, you see what this guy in Arizona did, you know what I mean? And this was 10 years ago, you know what I mean? But they said a man had been living in like extended stays since that day. So, that divorce, man, they probably took the man kid, gave her half the money and the house, the car, and you know what I mean? And he been out here winging it for 10 years, and he harbored those feelings for 10 years. In fact, they interviewed someone that knew him, and they said that for years he had just a boiling disdain for his ex-wife. He's just hell-bent on making her life a living hell. And so, but the person said he never thought that he would go that far, but probably did think he would go that far. And like I said, he actually did, man, but that's just, man, I'm telling you, man, it's a crazy situation, man. I scroll through a lot of TV, I watch the court show and all that, man, be behind that whole child custody and that whole divorce thing, man, like people love their kids, man, and it's a bad deal It's a bad deal to have turmoil going on, you know what I'm saying, with a child in the middle, because kids see and feel and understand a lot more than we think, you understand what I'm saying? And man, it's crazy. You know what I mean? Even though you as grown people, y'all have y'all differences and all that, but man, it is just a bad situation, and dad's really hands kind of be tied in a lot of places, and it's frustrating. You know what I'm saying? It's frustrating for especially certain people can't really deal with shit a certain way, but that whole system needs some. And it'll probably never be reformed because it's a whole racket. Everybody working hand in hand, but it seriously needs to be some type of overhaul in that. And I think that would make a lot of things better. But then when you want to, if you and we ain't even gonna get that deep because right now I don't even want to get that deep. But there are core reasons that institution is set up the way that it is. You know what I'm saying? It's some deep down integral reasons why they want that the way it is, because it's gonna affect certain things in the long run. You understand what I'm saying? And it's been in place for a long time. So a lot of those goals are really accomplished as far as what. Like the devaluing of that whole family unit. The devaluing of certain people, the uplift of certain people, the exclusion of certain people. You understand what I'm saying? It's a whole